Roman Abramovich is known for his collection of superyachts, luxury cars, private planes, and homes all over the world. His global collection of lavish possessions was once nicknamed the Roman Empire by the Wall Street Journal. His net worth peaked at $23.5 billion in 2008. Furthermore, the mogul has earned a reputation as one of the world's wealthiest men, with a portfolio of assets worth over 5.8 billion euro. Evraz, one of the world's largest steel producers, has the billionaire as its largest stakeholder. According to Bloomberg, he also owns stock in the world's largest refiner of refined nickel. So are you ready to dive into the ultra-lavish world of Roman Abramovich, which has magnificent properties, the world's third largest yacht, and many more? Before we begin, like and share the video and subscribe to our channel if you are new here. Keep an eye out for more content just like this. Let's find out what his property is worth. Abramovich is renowned for his collection of expensive automobiles, super yachts, private jets, and properties across the globe. The Wall Street Journal reportedly termed his global collection of costly items the Roman Empire. The billionaire is the biggest stakeholder in Evraz, one of the world's top steel manufacturers. According to Bloomberg, he also holds holdings in the world's biggest producer of refined nickel. Most of Abramovich's large income derives from earnings from selling Russian state-owned assets following the demise of the Soviet Union. Among his investments were aviation, oil, and aluminum companies. In 2003, he sold the Russian airline Aeroflot to the National Reserve Bank for $26 million. In 2005, he sold his 70% ownership in the Russian oil business Sibneft for roughly $10 billion. He also offloaded his aluminum interests for more than $2 billion. Abramovich did not reply to insiders' requests for comment for this article. Abramovich as the governor of Chukotka. From 2003 until 2008, Abramovich was the governor of Chukotka, a remote Arctic region. He invested $1.3 billion of his own money in the area during his reign. Sibneft, whose oil business he held roughly 70%, was registered in the area until Abramovich surrendered his shares to the state-run energy corporation in 2015. Abramovich's personal life. In his most recent marriage, he had 2 daughters with Dasha Zhukova, as well as the New Holland Island Cultural Center in St. Petersburg. They created the Garage Museum of Contemporary Art in Moscow with their spouses. After a decade of marriage, the pair announced their separation in 2017. Irina Malandina was Abramovich's wife of 16 years until they divorced. Their family consists of 4 girls and a boy. He had a net worth of $18.7 billion at their divorce in 2007. When a Russian court awarded half of a husband's wealth to his wife, Malandina received $300 million, or about 1.6% of Abramovich's total fortune. Abramovich's first marriage, to Olga Yurevna Losova, which lasted from 1987 to 1990, is hardly unknown. Western sanctions on Abramovich. According to reports, Abramovich is now trying to sell his assets because of Western sanctions on Russia's oligarchs. Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny's party has named Abramovich one of 35 Russians who should be subject to sanctions after Russia invades Ukraine, according to The Guardian. In 2003, Abramovich paid $233 million to longtime chairman Ken Bates for the London-based Chelsea FC. A statement said that Abramovich is a great fan of the sport and international football. Abramovich announced in March that he was selling the club. "This has never been about business or money for me, but pure enthusiasm for the game and the club," Abramovich said. In addition, he said that the whole net profit from the auction would be donated to people who the conflict in Ukraine had harmed. According to Bloomberg, he is looking for an offer of $4 billion. According to Sky News, Abramovich reportedly rejected a $3.3 billion bid in late February or early March. On March 10th, the United Kingdom imposed sanctions on 7 Russian billionaires, including Boris Berezovsky. Chelsea Football Club is one of the billionaire's holdings. However, sanctions prevent him from selling the club and any transactions between Abramovich and UK residents or companies. The Chelsea FC Soccer Club. According to Forbes, Chelsea FC is the sixth most valuable soccer club. Forbes reported it was valued at $3.2 billion in 2021. The club's position in Ukraine has not gone over well with its millions of worldwide supporters. Controversial statements made in February by Chelsea FC did not reference Russia or the ownership of Abramovich. There are no words to describe the calamity and devastation in Ukraine. Everyone at Chelsea FC is in our thoughts and prayers as the club members gather to say their prayers. The club made a statement on its website. Since Abramovich has been penalized, Chelsea's ability to raise money for the club is questioned. Chelsea's resources have been blocked due to the sanctions imposed on him, and the club can only afford to spend roughly $26,000 each game on travel expenses. Israeli citizenship. While waiting for a UK visa renewal, Abramovich applied for Israeli citizenship in 2018. He was granted citizenship in 2018 and traveled to Tel Aviv. Abramovich became Israel's wealthiest man after coming to Tel Aviv. The Tel Aviv media claimed in 2020 that the millionaire had spent $57 million on a beachside hotel there. The Times of Israel reported that a top Israeli rabbi and the head of the Yad Vashem Holocaust Memorial Museum both asked the U.S. not to penalize Abramovich after Russia invaded Ukraine. In February, the MPs penned an open letter to the U.S. ambassador thanking him for his investments and philanthropic efforts. It has been reported by the Washington Post that the museum's chairman said that Roman Abramovich was the second largest individual contributor. The Eclipse superyacht. Abramovich spent over $500 million on the Eclipse, a luxury superyacht, in the following years. Until recently, Eclipse was the world's biggest yacht at 533 feet long, but it has since been eclipsed by the 590-foot Azam and the sleek 600-foot boat Rev Ocean. 2 helipads, rooms for 36 guests and 70 staff members, a 52-foot swimming pool, and a missile detection system are all included in the Eclipse's list of luxuries. The boat was undergoing modifications in a Barcelona shipyard last year, according to an article in The Guardian. On the other hand, the super yacht looked to be heading for the Solaris yacht this week. If the Eclipse continues to cruise east across the Mediterranean Sea, the 2 super yachts might meet in the Ionian Sea, according to marine traffic data. And Abramovich has owned at least 3 more boats, including Le Grand Bleu, throughout his lifetime. Automobile collection. More than $11 million has been spent on high-end cars, including the Ferrari FXX. They created just 29 of them in the whole world. According to The Telegraph, Abramovich also purchased a Pagani Zonda Roadster, one of just 15 ever produced. For his collection of high-performance automobiles, it is said that he has purchased the Bugatti Veyron, Mercedes-AMG GT3, and Aston Martin Vulcan. Abramovich's private fleet. There are many aircraft in Abramovich's private fleet, including a Boeing 767-33 AER. The aircraft's special interior design includes a banquet hall that seats 30 people, a kitchen, an office, and a bedroom. According to Boss Hunting, when Abramovich and his ex-wife Irina Malandina divorced in 2007, they divided their Dassault Falcon 900. Meanwhile, on March 14th, the $65 million Gulfstream private aircraft associated with Abramovich was seen traveling from Israel to Istanbul. It wasn't long before the Gulfstream aircraft departed for Turkey that Abramovich himself was seen in a VIP club in Israel. Abramovich's art collection. Pablo Picasso, Lucian Freud, and Francis Bacon are among the artists included in Abramovich's art collection. Mr. Freud's benefits supervisor sleeping cost him $34 million in 2008. According to the Wall Street Journal, Abramovich paid $86.3 million for Francis Bacon's Triptych 1976 at Sotheby's the night after. However, the art collection of Roman Abramovich may soon come under examination as well. According to the art newspaper, foreign-owned assets belonging to Russian oligarchs might include some of the world's most priceless artifacts. Okay guys, that's all for today. I hope you got an in-depth idea about Abramovich's wealth, lifestyle, and the sanctions imposed on him. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you think this video was helpful, please let us know in the comments below.